All right, somebody recap us.
Dan.
I wish I could.
Oh, I mean, my notes are kind of fucked, and they're very me-centered. So
That's fine.
whatever you guys were doing, I don't care. So in the beginning, Darius is tinkering with his newly built lab. He is deep in his thoughts, focusing on his work on Gray's custom arrows. Long shadows dwarf the ship. The crew retreat to the grove. Darius is grasped by the shadows, but grapples to the grove just in time. Titus, Eitri, Darius venture into the Shadowfell. Eitri searches for survivors, whilst Titus attempts to reach the air elemental to, I believe it was to improve speed, increase the speed. Darius secures both lines to make sure that both Titus and Eitri are okay. Meanwhile, Nairo is a bitch and then disappears after offering a deal which we declined. Although Corsilla sides with Nero and is also a bitch. I have that written down in my notes.
It's just notes, guys. It's not.
It's just notes. Yeah, it's literally just
Nothing personal, just notes.
It's just notes. It's just notes. Yeah. No, I'm sure Corsilla is a lovely person, and apart from the siding with a evil entity, Rumpelstiltskin. That's all I got.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't really remember what happened afterwards. We got out of the Shadowfell, and all was well.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of RP
Supposedly.
last session.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I believe at the end of that we fast forward a few weeks, and I think we fast forward a week actually.
That's right. I wanted to talk to you about what I was working on, but we will have to do that later then. I completely forgot about that. How many? Just 2 weeks exactly?
I think we're gonna do a week.
A week? Okay. That's fine.
God, I've got to make these notes substantial now that I'm using them as recap.
Yeah, you're gonna have to write a book.
Yeah.
I guess I will. We'll call it A
Pictures.
Story of Darius and Friends.
You're the main character now, Dan.
Of my book. It's literally called The Compendium of Darius Argus.
So, everybody hit your long rest if you haven't.
Yes, sir. Wonk.
Okay. So, as the group travels, still enduring this humid heat, I would like somebody to roll a d20.
Was it me last? Are we on Titus? Or did
I think it was
Titus?
me last, no?
Oh, man.
Who fucking
Oh, what a
knows,
thing.
man?
Well,
I feel like I do remember it being Dan for
Yeah.
some reason.
I think we did. I know Dan did one of the last two for sure, but I think Gray did do one afterwards. If it's not him right now.
Yeah, we'll just go with Titus.
Yeah, of course. I don't want to look.
Let me. What I'll do is at the start as well of each thing, I'll be like, right, Titus rolled.
Yeah, I used to keep track of who rolled what because the if we roll the same number twice, we get a different event.
Okay, cool. I'll just put Titus rolled 18.
18.
What is it though? What's 18, Randy?
I don't know. Yeah, there he is.
So, as you all start to travel, or continue your travel, the day, the sun is shining, the moons are dim, slight breeze, try to help keep the heat off of you. Gray, I would like a perception check.
No. Nat Nat 20, bitch.
Okay.
Ooh.
You see a small black dot a couple 100 feet out in front of the ship. Think just like it for us. It kind of just think of like a dead pixel on a screen.
Does it... Hmm. It's just a dot. Does it look like it's small or far away and big?
It looks far away and tiny.
Far away and tiny.
Not too far. Maybe about 500 feet.
Is it moving?
It is not moving.
How far out again?
500 feet.
500 feet. Just some random dot into the
Just
void.
a black dot.
What the fuck?
Someone reboot the Matrix.
Yeah, I'm running over to Titus. He's the Matrix. Titus, there's something out in the sky. It's just sitting there,
Which direction?
right in front of us.
Oh. I got a distance. I'm gonna start gathering up my things.
500 feet.
It'd be about 450 now.
Size?
Very small.
Okay. I'm gonna immediately call out Tibbs and just have him start flying toward it.
Okay. As you go to send Tibbs out, you look to the front of the ship, and Gray, you also look. This dot is now growing. It is large.
Oh.
Does it resemble at all anything about the Shadowfell?
Arcana check.
I'm gonna send a message to the air elemental.
That's
Turn left. Hard left.
I do believe that there is a dot in the sky.
Yeah. That dot growing.
And then I'm calling Tibbs out to go investigate.
You all in the lower parts of the ship feel the ship start to bank hard left.
All right. I will go up to the deck and just see what's going on.
As you get on the deck, you see this massive, just it's weird. It's almost cartoony. It's like this vent to black void is opening in front of the ship as it's starting to turn left. The
I see it.
Titus, what else were you doing? Oh yeah, you see it.
I was sending Tibbs out to go see it so I could see it closer through his eyes.
Okay, yeah.
go
He
do an
cannot
Arcana check
see
to investigate.
through it.
Okay.
This thing, like I said, it is like vent to black. It just looks like a hole in reality.
Is it wiggly?
It's a little wiggly. It's a little wiggly.
In brackets,
I'm gonna-
it's wiggly.
Okay, I'm gonna send Tibbs into it.
Okay.
Bye-bye, Tibbs.
Hi, Tibbs. It's nice to
As-
meet you.
Fuck, that was quick.
Because like it's one of two options. It is either something unknown or something that I think I recognize.
Does it look like one of Nero's little portals? So little portals?
It's kind of what I was thinking.
Arcana or history check.
Can I make the same roll? Because that's kind of what I'm thinking too. It's like if it's either Black Mass or it's another gateway of him.
With
It's,
Tibbs in it, I'll give you advantage.
Okay.
I got a 13.
So Titus rolls.
Coming in. Whoa. Oh, I'm glad I had an advantage there. That is a 22.
Moment of truth.
Okay.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah,
Nice, nice.
Yeah, you two have become uncomfortably familiar with the way Nero enters and leaves your reality, and this is identical but on a much larger scale.
I'm gonna send another message to the air elemental. False alarm. Turn back right. Same path.
Okay. Those of you that haven't come up, you feel the ship shift back to the right.
I like to imagine Darius is in his lab and he's like catching things as they're falling from turning left, and then the hard turn right is doing the same thing just after putting everything back.
Pretty much. Shit. Woo! Shit.
Fuck!
Now the spores are on the ground.
Oh,
So-
don't say that.
You're letting the ship go into this opening is growing wider and wider. It's already larger than the ship and is continuing to grow.
Yeah, I'm gonna let us go toward it, and I'm gonna send a message toward Corsella. I think your friend is here.
He's back.
I mean, you'd
This
have a
early?
better idea than I would. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
It's
You can
not like
see it.
we
He's
talk
in
all
the
the
sky.
time either. First of all,
I mean,
Okay.
you guys are close enough. If I'm close enough to have this feeling, I think you would. It's got tentacles. It's black. He's been around enough. I've seen his home. It's him. Okay. Are you upset he's here?
no.
All right. Well, I need your help. Could you talk to him? I don't want to do it.
Okay.
Is that a no?
Well, I mean, she had been working out, so she's on the deck.
Yeah.
She's
yeah,
up
you
there
see
with
it.
you guys. Yeah.
Okay. Well then, yeah. Is that a no?
I mean, do you want me to just yell into the void at him?
I mean, you don't want to jump in?
I mean,
That's your thing?
I've never been invited in except for
Oh.
that one time. So like, it's pretty rude to just assume I'm welcome. But I guess I can go if you're too chicken.
Chicken's not it. I think I'm going to send the one who's more equipped for the job.
Is it just directly in front of us?
At this
Like, are
point,
we just like parked in
the
front
front
of it?
of the ship is starting to disappear. It is just like a perfect cut into the ship.
Well, I mean, we're already going in, so I mean.
Are we going in? Are we? Ooh.
I was going to send a message to stop here unless we're going in.
I feel like he's about to let something
I don't
out.
want to go in.
I don't want to go in.
All right. I'm going to send a message to the elemental. Can we halt here for a moment, please?
You all feel the ship coming to a pretty abrupt halt. It's pretty quick. As
Poor
the
Darius.
as the tip of the ship is sitting inside of this void and is cut off. You cannot see the tip of the ship.
I hope that doesn't damage it.
Could it be in any worse shape?
So when you say
Yes.
like the tip, it's like at least 20 feet of the ship, right? Because it's like it's wide. How wide is this hole of the ship? Does it take the whole width?
You could probably get 4 of these ships like in a square going in at this hole at the same time.
Oh, this thing is like
It's Biog.
spirit bomb black orb
This-
size.
Okay, so this is like kind of a doorway that he's opening for us.
I don't like
Wonderful.
that.
Yeah, so she'll walk up straight up to it and like knock at the line, basically.
Adorable.
As you knock, the first time you knock, your hand goes through it, but when you pull your hand back out and go to do it again, it's like it kind of manifests like it doesn't show anything, but it solidifies, so it actually now it feels like you're knocking on something.
Wonderful. What a gentleman creating a door.
He's got humor. I see it.
Then a massive, long, slimy, inky black tendril comes out of the portal, and it does kind of a wiggly waving motion to come on in, and then it slides itself back into the void.
Blah, blah.
So look back at
Yuck.
the group there.
I'm
Are you coming
gonna-
with, or is it just me?
I'm gonna
It's
use
fine.
prestidigitation and kind of try to whip the bell. No, hold on. How can I just? I guess we'll do alarm. I can make a noise with it, and just kind of make a blaring alarm twice with or 3 times with it, just to get people's attention to the deck.
You see people coming up out of the ship, and they turn and they look at it, and you just kind of see their faces drop.
I'm not going in without telling people where we're going.
Meanwhile, I come out and I'm like, "Ooh, fascinating." I put my goggles down with a little kind of magnifier, kind of inspecting it from a distance.
Yeah, you just see that undulating, just black void.
I don't like it.
Can we do a small head count of important people here? Did any of Gray's family make it on the deck? There's 2 of his family, right? If I remember correctly.
3.
3 of them. So 3 of them made it. We got Biffers. We got Exumal. We got Fran. We got who's our other big people? Do we have any other big hitters here? Or are those the only 7 I'm thinking of?
There's Tank
There's,
and
Yep, there's
What was
Tank,
the other guy?
Minotaur,
There still is people.
And Sakuna.
and Sukuna. There's the surviving members of the Hunters.
Yep, that's So we don't have any names for a lot of them though,
Nope, but they're there.
but they're
I
there still.
think I
We should probably get
have
their names. They've made it this far. They've earned it.
They've earned names.
The currently no-named Carpenter, who has been brought up a few times.
Yep, okay.
Fran is there. I think that's all our named characters.
I think
Oh.
so. So how many unnamed do we have? Like you said, we got a handful of people. Was that it?
There are, because we've lost a few.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to do a head count real quick.
I do have the hunter names. We got Kira and
Hold on. Let me make sure you don't get the dead ones.
I know the dead
Such a
ones.
feeling.
There's
Oh,
3
you know
dead
the dead
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Kira, we got Bed, the live ones. And then the other one, I don't actually have that one name. I just have that old guy.
That old guy.
Classic old guy.
Let's see.
I don't
Yeah,
think we
got
I don't know if we got his name.
one. There's 4 of them.
There's
Okay.
4? Oh shit.
I thought there was one we didn't have a name. Yeah, like even really marked as. So okay, cool.
Well, I had 2 names.
Yeah, there you see Bed, the Tabaxi. What was the other one you named?
Kira, the pale elf.
Oh yeah, there's Kira.
Mm-hmm,
There is another dwarf here.
That old
Who
guy.
was part of the Hunters. Yep, and the Goblin.
Goblin. That's right. There was a hobgoblin and then a goblin.
Yes. Okay, cool. Well, once everybody's gathered, I'm gonna kind of just let everybody know we're going in. I don't know where it's gonna take us or where we're gonna come out. We're kind of stuck in this point. Is there anyone against this?
X raises his hand.
X of all people raises his hand.
Yeah,
I
he
brush
has
him off.
not been a fan of Nero either.
Right, but he made his deal. He's stuck with it.
Can't say I disagree with X, but I also don't know if we have any other choice at this point.
X looks over you. He's like, we don't.
I'm curious of this thing, and considering we're already, half of the front of the ship already in, I don't know the possibility of us reversing at this point.
It's kind of how I felt. I just didn't want to go in and shock people by it.
So you thought, you know what? Let's start going in to the point of no return, and then give people the choice.
I mean, no, we can back up.
Oh, okay. I thought we were like crammed in. and
No, it's
stuck.
just like the first 10 feet of the ship are in it, but it's just a
Right.
wide ship. It's a big orb. But would he let us back up? That's a whole other
There's-
thing.
honestly,
we have a choice to begin with. That's another
Choice
fight.
is just an illusion, and she'll just go in.
Choice, yes. Choice is an illusion. So, I'm ready.
All right.
He's walking in
I'm
behind
going to send my
Corsilla.
message.
Okay.
I guess we're
guess I'm
going
going.
in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Alright.
start burning some incense as we go. Like put a little stick in like the teeth of my skull on my hip.
Yep.
Okay.
Chase, what were you saying?
Very cool.
Oh, nothing. I'm going.
Okay, here we go. Just gonna.
All right. So some of you walk in, and the ship continues forward.
Everybody get your battle buddy.
As you enter this void, it continues to just be a void. Imagine being in space with no stars and no planets.
We see
As the ship,
still.
I was
Yes,
gonna
you can
say,
still see the
are
ship.
we able to see? Like, are we all still well lit, able to see each other, but just the void itself is just like expansive?
it is darkness. However, your lights are standard. Unlike the Shadow Realm, where your lights turned into like a white flicker, or the
Right.
flame simply didn't work. Light seems to be unaffected here. There just is no light.
Gotcha. Okay. So we're in the upside down, like the big black room. Gotcha.
Sure, I've never seen it, but sure.
Okay.
And as you enter the void, it is silence. You can hear the creaking of the ship now that there is no other sounds to either pull your attention away or mask it. And you're
What's the
just
temperature?
comfortable, actually. It does drop to more comfortable, like 65 degrees. And then as the ship fully enters the void, the opening starts to slowly close. And after just a few minutes, there is nothing but the darkness, only lit by the fires and lanterns on the ship. Each of you have that small glow coming off of your incense, kind of giving you a little bit of your skull and underlight. And after just kind of, for some of you, the first time being in this area, there's a bit of an awe to it and just the nothingness. But you all have that kind of sense of being watched from all angles. And even though you can't see anything out there, it's out of the corners of your eyes. It feels like you can see some kind of wriggling movement. It kind of reminds you of the tentacle that came out and waved you in. It's like they're everywhere, but you can't see them. You can hear every once in a while the wet sloshing and slipping of like tentacles moving over each other. Every once in a while, you kind of hear the gnashing of massive teeth. Just for a brief second. No sound lasts more than a second. And they just kind of come and go as you just float into the void.
Cigarette.
You light a cigarette?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you all see a burning of a cigarette as Corsilla takes a drag. Would anybody like to do anything?
Is this the void? Like, is this the same void that Chase has been trapped in? Is it the same void? Like, are they all kind of just the same place? The one where we had our characters had a dream in it, and this one.
Yeah, Chase, this is definitely the realm that you were held at one point.
Ray is gonna go and put a hand on Chase's shoulder.
What's that for? Go away.
All right. Sorry
No
for trying
sentimentality
to
here.
help with your drama, whatever.
Does this place have a name? I ask to those that have been here.
Nero's
previously.
asshole.
Any other takers?
I'm not familiar if he named
No.
it or not. You could definitely ask him though.
And say, Corsilla, is this? I mean, you seem to be quite well versed in Nero's. Also, how does it have a name?
Really just his realm, I guess you could call it.
Okay. Just thinking of a title for this session, and I'm not calling it Nero's arsehole.
We won't know unless you tell us.
Really, he has a name. He doesn't like being bored. And not having a name's kind of boring.
Well, I'm going to put up dancing lights in front of us.
I'd like to pull a card and tuck it into my hat, and I will text you. Well, message you which one it is.
Oh boy.
Fucking carnival music? Of course. What a
Mhm,
fucking
mhm,
what a fucking freak.
He's a showman.
Carnival music. Why?
And
Why?
as you guys continue,
No.
you start to see the vaguely sight of lights off in the distance, and the faint hum of carnival music.
Does it sound familiar?
No, actually. This, what you're used to, is a whimsical, fun, enchanting music. This is a darker, more upsetting music.
Outlast Trials type beat.
Yeah. This is the Depresso Espresso Carnival.
And you feel your ship getting pulled towards the light. Every once in a while, you'll feel a push, like something in the darkness is actually rubbing up against the ship and nudging it and pushing and pulling it towards the lights.
Do I see a whole ass tree at all?
You see Go ahead and roll perception with disadvantage because you're still kind of far away, but it is a little lit up.
12.
12. Yeah, it's hard to tell. You definitely can see some massive structures. But it's hard to tell. You definitely can see a huge tent in the center.
This is about to get really sick and twisted. I can feel it. Ugh, okay. Gray's sitting there just patiently.
Okay. As you grow closer and closer, Corsilla, you see a very familiar big top tent
No. No.
sitting in the center of this huge carnival. You see what was once like a whimsical escape for everybody as this kind of twisted, darkened version of it.
We're not close enough to see like people yet, or is it we can just see the?
You can see like the movement of people like going between tents, but not close enough to really make out any details.
What happens if this is your family in here, Cosilla?
Well, I don't hear any deafening screams, do you?
I don't hear shit.
Certainly, it doesn't seem like people are necessarily being tortured here.
Oh, I can't say that though.
I'm sure
Tortured
there's
with
some.
blasted music.
I don't think he tortures people.
First
I
of
think
all.
he just keeps them here as trophies.
Is there a spot reserved for Corsilla by chance?
Not the princess of the carnival for nothing. As my friends have so dubbed me. This is the only thing recognizable that's Big Top.
It is the entire layout looks similar to what you are used to, but it's much bigger. There's extra stuff here.
You said there's like a tent, right? So is there?
Yes, there is a
is there-
huge, like 100-foot tall tent.
How far off are we from it?
You are getting closer and closer, and you're being directed towards it looks like a massive dock.
Okay. I was gonna say I wasn't sure if we were kind of scraping along concrete, or if there was like a period at which there is going to be land around this carnival.
Yeah. So where the tents are is land, but there's
Right.
nothing around it.
Okay,
least that
but
you
there
can
is like a
see.
dock.
Yes, there is
Okay.
a dock that looks like it was made the perfect size for your ship.
Well, he's one
So
hell
it's
of a
kinda like
host,
a-
isn't he?
Only where there's light, there's land type stuff.
Right.
She'll turn and look back at Titus like, is this the surprise? This has to be the surprise.
I don't think you understood. Yeah. Maybe this is the surprise. Yeah.
Oh, he brought my brother. I'm so excited. It's been so long. I can tell him about all the crazy stuff that's been happening out here.
You wanted your brother to be abducted?
I mean, abducted is a strong word to use, Gray.
Taken against their will?
The carnival is contracted with Nero. I don't. Why. Abducted?
Kept in a dark void.
Apprehended. Honestly, the the choose of verbiage is just the details, really.
The ship starts to come to a rest at the dock. As you can all feel things kind of wrapping around the hull and pulling it down and holding it in place next to the dock.
I'm gonna send a message to the air elemental as the things start to wrap around. Just follow along with it. We'll be out soon.
There is no response.
Is the air elemental there?
Yeah, I want to look over the edge. Can I see it under us?
It is dark.
Ooh.
I have dancing lights out.
Okay. As you send the dancing lights to the bottom of the ship, it looks like you are sitting on this inky black ocean. And if there is an air elemental, it is sitting under it.
I'm going to use a 3rd level spell and cast sending. Because if
Okay.
we're in a different plane, I can still reach out to it. Are you okay? Are you with us? If not, we will be back soon. That's all I got.
Okay. You hear back. Darkness.
Got it. That sucks. Mm-hmm.
The air elemental has eyes. That's good to know.
Yeah. We can't even see the lightning from this thing.
You cannot.
Then I don't think it's with us. I think it's in another pocket of this place. That's my best
Lovely.
theory.
I think it's just in the ocean that's under us. The ocean of nothing.
I like your thinking.
It's there under the
Feels
ship. We just
optimistic.
can't see through the wall of Black Sea.
So,
All right, so we're moving to this dock then.
oh, we're at the dock.
Then I'm gonna get ready to start disembarking.
As you disembark the ship and sit on these, or stand on this dock, you look up and you see a huge banner that says, "Welcome to the Witchlight Circus. Our newest location."
Gonna have to give Nero advice on naming conventions.
All the other news except for the newest are X'd out.
To get him a new parchment provider.
Okay. And for those of you that remember, it was not called the Witchlight Carnival or Circus before.
No, it wasn't.
And most of you see a familiar figure standing by the gate. A half horse, half human, half human figure standing at the gate.
Briar!
Holy shit.
Gonna pop my
She
head up
running and
really
hugging her.
fast.
She running. She hop running.
Oh, I did not have Tailspire up. There's holy shit. Okay.
Hop running.
This
to
is
hug
not
her
an accurate
friend.
representation.
No, but it's cool.
It is pretty cool. I didn't know you guys were coming. He didn't tell me.
I'm so glad to see you.
I am so glad to see you. Like you're really here, right? Like this is actually you. She's gonna like pull up her like arm feather and like check her out and like make sure like it's like actually like she's really here.
Yeah, it's me. It's me. I'm here.
Hard to
Oh
tell
my
with all the
gosh.
muscles.
Yeah. See them? They're so
You did get
big now.
you did get a little beefier since the last time I saw you.
I've been working out with a regimen from X.
Fantastic. I love that for you. So are you here to come see the show?
I guess so.
That's exciting. That's exciting. What's everybody else doing before I do my next thing with her?
Does Briar look any different at all?
Would you like to describe Briar to the group?
She looks like Briar. But for the people that don't know Briar, she has a Gypsy Vanner body, which is the black and white horse with bell bottoms. And she has dark hair, green eyes. She's got a bunch of vials like slung across her body. Yeah, and a necklace.
I got some tickle bitties.
She do have some, yeah, you know. Thank you, Wendy, for giving her the nicest rack. Yeah, she looks like Briar.
Addis was dealing with a mix of emotions, seeing as how the last time you were with us, you dropped a city on us and then dipped.
We didn't
You
know
don't
that
know.
though.
You don't know that.
Yeah, we didn't
Well,
know that.
I mean, like it's a no, but it's like she was there, it happened, and then she was gone.
I was there.
Right.
but like
You were all there.
we
Yeah,
we were,
I was the only one that disappeared, yes.
yeah. So, just like all of a sudden she's back again, and she's here of all places. But glad you're okay. Still wondering why you're here.
You know, I'm also wondering why I'm here. Besides the show,
Is Lego still running the show?
Yes.
I was gonna say, I guess you're gonna have to find out. But I would like to pull her aside for just a second, out of earshot of everyone. Not the music change. Perfect fucking timing. Yeah, so I need to pull her to the side and tell her that I have a gift for her.
Gift?
Yeah, he told me if I ever saw you again that I had to give you this, and I'm unsure exactly what it is, but so I'm gonna hand her a stack of envelopes. It has a really fancy bow on top. It's matte black and it's got like red trim on it. And on the top envelope, it has like a kiss mark, but it looks like a cigarette burn in the shape of lips. And I'm gonna hand that to you, Corsola.
Thank you. I don't know what these are. Do they look familiar?
As you look, they are the letters you have wrote to Legoshi, and they are unopened.
Wait, these are you? What? What's the point? Why?
Ray's definitely trying to eavesdrop, by the way, if can.
Okay, I need a stealth check from all three of you.
I'll say she would have been talking and hushed if she pulled her to the side to give it to her, but yeah. Rolling.
He's doing that.
That's
Can I
a
just
nat
do
20
general-
again.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
I
Jesus
heard
Christ.
everything.
Can I do a general perception check of the area coming up and like the what's around us in the water after the dog falls off through Tibbs? I'm just gonna
Okay.
kind of have him circle us and just watch how things are reacting to people walking down the dock.
I guess I'm just gonna check out the space. Like, how many? Are there other people's? What was it?
We'll get there. Briar, I need a stealth check from you as well.
Alrighty, sorry. Stealth here. I thought it was just for them because they were walking up. An
Okay.
8. She's not stealthy. Never has been.
Okay. So you guys definitely don't see Gray. Gray, I need a perception.
Perception. Holy fucking no way.
Jesus
Oh my
I
Christ.
rolled
God,
a
this
natural
guy.
20 for 22 perception through myself through Tibbs.
Okay.
I'm watching, looking through him.
So yeah, Gray, you hear everything that they're saying. You guys have no idea Gray is there. Eavesdropping.
Go Gray.
Wild behavior. Can't let her have a fucking
Wild.
second.
No, I cannot.
A moment of peace
Last time that
to
happened, a
grieve over
mountain.
her letters that never got fucking delivered ever. Over all this time.
Last time she was
So-
alone, a mountain dropped on a city.
You know, that's fair. That's fair.
I mean, last time they were together, a mountain was dropped on the city.
Yeah, true. True.
Yeah.
So Tibbs, as he's flying around the water, he sees kind of these black masses like kind of breach the surface of the water and slink back down into the depths.
It's me through him, but yes. Okay.
Oh yeah, well that's what you see through Tibbs. Every once in a while, you swear you see like the flicker of like an entire ship sailing through the water, and it flickers back out. You will every once in a while you'll see, and all of you see this, a giant eye, or dozens and dozens of giant eyes with just the whitest of irises will open up in the sky, and then when they blink, they stay closed. It just happens from time to time.
When you say iris, that's the colored area around the eyes. So
Oh,
the
yeah.
iris is huge and the pupil's tiny, or?
Nope, it's just sometimes it's just big wide eyes. Every once in a while you'll see an eye that's red with a black pupil. Just kind of random, but you'll see the fully white eyes more often than the colored ones.
Oh, okay.
And this music is constantly playing from all directions. Like, this music is actually there.
Briar's gonna jerk her head to one side really fast and stare off in the distance for a second.
She'll follow her where Briar's looking.
And then as soon as she sees Corsilla move out of her peripheral, she's gonna snap back to her attention.
So have you seen Lego around?
Oh, I'm sure he's around here somewhere. We just have to.
Oh,
go
so he
in.
is here. Okay. So why wouldn't he? Okay.
I need a quick pee break. But yeah, as
Let's
you
go.
all look around, there is this kind of fog, kind of this dark gray fog that rolls in off of this black sea. And in this fog, you kind of see shadowed, kind of like from the Shadowfell, but less shadowy and a little bit more physical, but they still wisp in and out of the fog. And you'll see all sorts of shapes and sizes. You'll see two walking hand in hand with a smaller shadow between them, like it's imitating people and families walking through the circus. And you'll see them wisp in and out. You hear the laughing and screaming of kids for brief seconds off in the distance. Like it's there and gone. Like something grabbed the sound out of the air and masked it. You'll see a giant toothy smile appear in the air from time to time and just giggle and disappear back into the void. You are in a realm of madness. And that's where I'm going to go take a piss. So yeah, you see these shadows of families walking throughout the carnival. And you see a lot of familiar areas. The tent is the same for the most part, but all that magical lighting, that is all warped in this kind of, they are these pretty purples and blues and greens flashing, but they're duller. Like the magic from them is just kind of left.
Is the rest
Alright.
of the crew with us here?
Yeah, I mean, everybody on the ship is slowly getting off, yeah.
Is Biff's trying to run for the
Wait.
red light district?
Oh my
no.
god.
No, he is not.
So, I know I joked
You've
about it
got a
earlier, but we really should have a buddy system. We don't know what we're walking into. Please don't leave groups of 4.
Briar can be my buddy.
Yeah, have a buddy, but also work in pairs of 2, so we have groups of 4, no less. But keep your buddy.
Sakuna goes up to you, Corsilla. And he kind of just leans into you. He's like, what do you think?
I think we need to find my brother.
Well, if I was a betting bird, and he just points to the big top.
Yep, that's my first stop. Are you sticking with us?
Sure. Corsilla, from here, you can see that perfect shape of that big top is actually off in some way. Like it's got something pulling and poking at it from the inside. You can see kind of like these bumps coming from all sorts of different angles. It's still a little far away. It's hard to get a good idea of what's going on.
So it's kind of same but different, larger.
Definitely
Layout.
bigger.
Yeah. But roughly it looked the same from the sky, so like the food court area is still off to a
Yep.
certain side, and red
Yep.
light would still theoretically be on the other side.
Yep.
Is it replicated, or does it look like it was placed here, removed from...
Go ahead and give me a nature check.
Nature. Interesting. A nat? No, 11.
Yeah, no, it's hard to tell. It's definitely bigger than you remember, but it's not in the tops of trees either.
There wasn't a big hole in the big top either, or in the center, I guess I should say, of the carnival where the tree would have been, or is that just where the big top is now?
That is where it is. From the it was hard to tell from the air because it's just kind of lit. It's not like there's actually light showing anywhere. And with all this fog and the shadows dancing around, it's hard to tell what's like if there's something behind it, in front, like, you know, it's weird. And you're in a realm of nonsense, so who knows what's going on here.
Well, she'll look back at the rest of the group and we're gonna make our way to the big top to try and find my brother. So if you'd like to go with, you're more than welcome. If not, feel free to explore the carnival, I guess. It's fun, I swear. Well, it was. It should still be. I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Oh, it's still fun.
I'm not
Yeah.
splitting up at all.
No, I have no interest in going off on my own in this realm of madness.
Well, then keep up and stick close, because we're heading out.
Okay. You see Biffers tugging on X. Come on, we gotta go. Buddy system, you're going too. So most of the ships kind of go off in their own in groups of 4 minimum, with them establishing their buddy systems. As a head count, there is, not including your group, 38 people. Because you guys were in the mid 40s and now you're down to 38.
Oops.
38? We're down to 38?
Yep.
My babies.
Okay.
I think I want to try to keep an eye on everyone and make sure no one splits off.
Like from the core group here?
The whole group.
Well, the whole ship is splitting off.
Fuck, no!
Yeah, they're going in groups, but you see X-Yamal, Biffers, and Frawn all going towards the red light, and you see most of the other ship going towards the food.
In that case, Gray turns around, sees them all splitting. Fuck. He'll just say,
I'll go with X.
No. Let's
Someone
just
shouldn't
Speaking
keep
of
an eye
which-
on them with Biffers, especially the influence he is.
You know, when I said groups of 4, I didn't expect everyone to just immediately start running off. I figured like groups of 4 and then we'd stay together. But man, they really just went for it, didn't they?
I do have a question actually. What do we do with the unicorn?
The unicorn is still on the ship, so that's
Yeah.
up to you guys.
She's
Because if the
still
unicorn
holding it
leaves the
together.
grove,
yes.
the grove will start to disappear.
Do some of
Yeah.
us want to stay with Shara?
I'll stay back.
Okay, I will.
We can both stay back. I can give you. I can. You can
Play cards.
You can make. Yeah, we can play cards. You can, put some bread in people's hammocks or something.
Thank you.
Not again.
Yeah. What do you mean not again? Why don't you like my bread? What did you just say?
It gets crumbs in the sheets. That's not fun.
Well, eat it.
That's it's more all the more reason to have crumbs in your sheets.
Hmm.
My God. Simple sweeping hand motion gets rid of crumbs. This is nonsense.
I don't like. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
No one's begging you to go, Gray. And she's heading off.
Look, you want to keep an eye on them. I want to keep an eye on Ashara. I know this sucks because we're all going in different directions, but you know we've got reasons.
I'll look after Chase. Don't worry, Gray.
I'm more worried about
Yeah,
us.
never worry about it.
Well, I mean, like we're kind
I'm
of here,
sure
right?
everything's fine.
I'm just gonna go with Corsilla and Briar, Gray, if you're not coming along.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Might as well see where this story ends, right?
Okay. As the group splits, as it always does, and nothing bad ever happens,
Yep.
you all start to approach the big top as the music picks up. And you're walking past these shadows. And you see vaguely familiar faces, especially you, Corsilla, of your fellow carnies. But their makeup is different. It is dark, to say the least. You don't see any makeup to help anybody look like they're smiling. The makeup is runny and smeared, and always in a frown or more of a questioning or straight face. From time to time, you'll see clowns. I don't know how popular the clowns were beforehand, but there's a lot of them. And they're just doing normal clown things. Juggling, trying to make these shadow characters dance or have them be entertained by doing their classic shenanigans. But it's just something, it's normal, but it's just like there's something off. As you watch some of these their performances, you'll see them kind of jerk ahead into a random direction and stare for a second. Or you see them kind of get spooked by something, like they heard something and they stop doing, they'll drop their the knives that they were juggling, and they'll spin around, and after a brief second they turn back around, pick their knives up and start juggling again. You're not seeing fairies flying around and giving out food like before. There seems to be a lot less life going on. And like there's something lurking behind everybody. Like everybody is constantly scared that they're not alone. And as you continue to the big top, as you get there, you see that the big top actually has these large branches sticking out of the canvas and shooting up into the sky, just kind of in these random things. Like somebody grabbed the big top and shoved it on top of some kind of massive tree.
I think, Legoshi should have put his foot down on some of these design choices that Nero came up with. Those are really nice linens for the tent. I remember Dan pitching a fit about how expensive they were.
And here they are with their colors dulled and holes ripped in to make room for this tree inside.
Is it grimy? Does it feel grimy?
No, it does feel clean for the most part.
There's no one standing around the big tent?
No.
Just going in.
Okay.
Lead the way.
So as you open
The water there.
So as you open the tent, you look around at these empty bleachers with occasionally the flicker of shadow families sitting there like they're eating popcorn or laughing. You see like a group of kids holding these balloons on a string. And when the shadow kids vanish, the balloons just kind of float to the top of the circus. Or to the top of the tent, and you can see like 100 balloons just kind of sitting there. Like this happens all the time, and every once in a while you'll hear the pop, and a string fall down to the floor as you walk in this. The tent is bigger; it's more open, and this fog just still creeps in from under the canvas and just kind of surrounds the arena, and up into the bleachers a ways. And in the center, you see a huge willow tree with its branches just kind of sticking through the canvas. And at the top of the tree, you can see that there is it's carved in, like it's hollowed out, where in a balcony kind of pushed out from the tree. It's kind of crude, like it was like a spur of the moment idea to make this viewing balcony up there, and it was just never refined.
Is there like an opening at the base of the tree, or is it solid? Just the opening at the top.
Go ahead and give me a perception.
$19.
As you walk around the base of the tree, you do not see an opening.
She'll look at the group. Just wait down here. I'll be right back. And she'll cast spider climb and climb the tree to the balcony.
Oh
Okay.
my god, she just dipped, of course. I can't follow her ass up there.
Priscilla, as you climb the tree, you get to the balcony, no issues. You see it's hollowed out up here, and it is dark. There are no lights on. You see a doorway to walk into like this, some kind of, you would assume, like a box at a stadium type thing, but it's dark in there. You can't quite see.
She will. I'm gonna use green flame blade, which basically just illuminates her short sword with a green flame.
Okay.
It's a cantrip, and she'll just kind of use that for light and look around.
Okay. As you do, out of the corner of your eye, you see a familiar figure. One you haven't seen in a long, long time. And it's not Legoshi. And it's not Nero. And as you spin and look, you see nothing. And right behind your right bird ear hole, you hear, "Welcome home, daughter."
She'll slash at the voice.
There's nothing there.
Do I see that?
Yeah.
No, she's up in the.
I'm up top. I
We
mean,
didn't-
would they
Top of
see
the tree.
the swoosh
yeah.
of the light? The
Yeah,
green
you-
flame?
Okay.
Yeah, you guys see a green flame emit from up there, and it's slow, and then there's a quick like flash.
It's
For a
it's just
second.
the one on.
I'm
Corcilla?
gonna shout up. You okay up there? I'm gonna send Tibbs up.
She's just gonna back up slightly and stammer. Yeah, there's no one up here.
Insight.
I was just about to say that. So good.
Insight with disadvantage because you can't actually see her.
Okay,
I'm gonna say Tibbs isn't quite up there yet.
that's fair.
By the time she responds,
She did have
Disadvantage,
a stammering voice, though.
Uh-huh,
she did have a stammering voice. I say that would be the reason for the insight check.
Oh,
Gotcha.
got one. With a
Ow.
-1 for a
Ow.
0.
Damn, 10.
I believe.
Yep, she's fine. She's probably just a little, taken aback by, the she's back in the carnival. That's got to be kind of exciting, even in current situations, right?
Sure, man.
But is there truly nothing?
So
with-
as you
yeah.
look up there, you see an office. And it's like a mix of Dan and Legoshi. Like they smashed their offices together, and then Nero put his little delicate little touches on things.
My office is delicate, thank you very much.
It is a bastardized version of the 3 owners of this carnival.
Is there a desk there?
There is a desk there.
Yeah, she's going through the drawers. Specifically, the one where Legoshi would hide all of her shit that he took from her.
None of the drawers are locked. You open the drawer and you look, and it looks like a bunch of dark leeches swarming over each other, and they're latching onto each other, and it's like this gross leech aura borealis of them just latching onto each other and sucking the blood out of one another. You just see dozens and dozens of them.
Son of a bitch. And you said there was another door, or is it just the balcony door?
It is just the balcony door.
Oh, okay. Just the balcony opening. Oh. Are there any of... Is Legoshi's cloak or Dan's cloak around the office?
They are both hanging up by the door. Like somebody would grab one as he walks out.
I'm going through the pockets.
Okay. As you go through the pockets, you find packs of cigarettes in both. You reach your hand into one, and it feels like a pudding texture on your hand. And as you pull your hand out, it is just covered in just that black goop that seems to drip off of Nero's tendrils whenever he uses them.
Just kind of wipe it on her cloak. Ugh, God, motherfucker. There's nothing jumping out around recognizable to her around the room.
Recognizable other than like the familiar office things? Not
Yeah,
really.
anything that wouldn't technically normally be in their office.
You see.
Besides random shit Nero put in there.
Yeah, it is like random. Like there's a painting that you're not familiar with of like space made out of like every star is an eye, every planet is a every planet has like a big Chelsea's grin smile on it.
Oh my god.
And instead of the black void, you can see that there's supposed to be these black tendrils waving through. You kind of see a lot of artwork that is like this dark, carnival-esque space. And that's all you really see. You see the top hats that both Legoshi and Dan wore beside their robes, and yeah, that's really about it. Not a lot going on up here that's different other than just clashing of owners.
She will take Dan's top hat and cloak and throw it on the ground and spit on them as she leaves to go back to the group.
As you're going back down to the group, Gray, over your left shoulder, you hear "Enjoy the show, son." And over your right ear, you hear the same thing, but it's from the voice of your Orin parent. Like you hear both of your fathers over each of your shoulders whispering, "Enjoy the show, son."
Fucked.
Titus, you see a familiar, shadowy, feminine figure up in the stands, wave high at you like they're happy to see you. And the fog thickens in the area and wisps it away.
Okay.
Eitri.
Yes.
Also in the stands, you see the forgotten outline of your brother in full armor, weapon in hand, kind of wave at you, and it feels like he's offering you a drink to come and sit and have a drink with him. And again, it just wisps away.
I want to like clutch my pendant.
Briar, the normal.
White knuckling that thing.
Yeah.
Not the casual.
She's gonna like
the normal.
weekly smile.
There is a small comfort in seeing or hearing those that are no longer with you, and of course, any kind of other feelings that you have. Anybody else there I could fuck with?
Chase hasn't had a fuckery.
Yeah, she's on the boat.
There.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
on
she's
the
on a boat still? Oh, never mind.
Yep.
Motherfucker.
She stayed on the boat with Darius to
Yeah.
go
Yeah,
out uniform.
Chase and I are playing Liar's Dice right now, and
Playing
she's
patty
cheating.
cake.
So.
Oh, okay.
That
By the
fits,
way,
actually.
Ashara is borderline shitting herself.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I will be like sitting against her essentially, playing these games with Dan. Cause what do, you know?
Dan.
Who's-
Yeah, Dan.
How do you know Dan?
Oh fuck! Hang on. Wait a sec, Darius.
To be fair, I was confused there for a hot second. I'm like, the fuck? The fuck are they referring to my office for?
Dan
Oh, yeah.
Moonshadow.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be really funny to have a basic human name for.
Oh, basic. Okay.
Yeah,
my
I
Fuck
mean,
me, I guess.
Dan's pretty common.
Wow.
Basic Dan.
Oh
It's
my
like
god.
the same as John Smith, I feel like.
Basic Dan, we
Excuse
call
me?
him.
Or John Doe.
I'm so sorry, John Doe and John Smith.
Dan
For all
Joe.
10,000 of them out there in one state.
Yeah, I was about to say in one city.
Okay. So Corsilla finishes scurrying down the tree. And you're back with this group.
Well, Sakuna, we should have bet on it because he was not here.
Maybe his wagon, like his quarters, if he's still there.
I can only hope it's kind of in the same area. It was difficult enough to make our way here.
As you all leave the tent, you see a lot more of these families kind of appearing and disappearing. That off in the distance giggle of kids and parents trying to call their kids back to them, like, stop running away from me. You're
Do any of them run
hearing
into us? Or like, do we walk through any of them?
no, they're always kind of right out of the way or right on the periphery. Like, you don't get very many straight ahead glimpses of these things. Like, most of them don't appear directly in your vision. It's like you're surrounded, but every time you look, you only get that brief glimpse. Even when you try to side-eye them, it seems to be enough for them to start to evaporate.
Back.
Welcome back. Would anybody like to do anything as you're trying to walk to
Briar.
where Lugoshi might be?
What's up?
Briar, what happened to you?
What, like,
Since
what,
Spee,
like, how to get
where'd,
here, or
where'd
since
you
I've been
go?
in here? I came here. I
As
just kind of blooped here, and now I've been a part of the circus.
How long has it been for you?
Randy, how long does it feel like I've been in here versus how long I've actually been in here?
Roll a D100.
God. Okay.
D100s? Roll
Fair. Let's
Time
see.
Time is a weird soup.
45.
It feels like you have been here for 45 months.
Oh,
Feels like I've been here for a very long time.
wow.
How long has she actually been
How long
gone?
have I been gone?
About a month and a half.
Not that long.
Well, I'm asking
So-
Gray.
You
How
were
long
only-
have I been gone? Gray.
month and a half.
He's not-
Feels much longer than that.
I just hope it doesn't go the other way around. I don't want time passing by outside.
Oh man. Well,
That's
I
bad.
can't confirm how that works, but I've been safe in here. There's not been anything hurting.
Wouldn't be the first time you time traveled, right, Gray? Grandpa? Sorry, Grandpa Gray?
Well, at least that means if we're here for a while, it's still only a short while there, if it stays that way.
I don't think you should count on that, Titus. I really don't.
That's why I threw the if. We could dream, right?
I don't think you should dream either.
I mean, one of us has to be dreaming. I might as well embrace it.
I'll dream for both of us. Don't worry.
I mean, then we
Got
could be
big
cousins, right?
dreams.
I mean, if
You
you
know
get
what?
drunk, do you have dreams?
There's still dreams when you drink.
But do you
There
remember
are
them?
still dreams when you drink.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
slowly keep repeating it. It's quieter.
Oh
Oh
no!
God,
There's
Jesus
still
Christ!
dreams when you
We
drink.
found a tick. There's one of the cells.
Oh God.
Anybody gonna stop her? She's still going.
Brian, have you ever?
She's just whispering,
Yeah.
so quiet. Dead in the eye.
Brian, have you ever tried to leave?
I haven't. No,
Has anyone tried to leave?
not
Right
that
there,
I know
you
of.
feel 2 hands on your back, Gray. Like somebody fell and used your back to stop. And they slide, and before you have a chance to turn around, you feel them like slide down onto your legs. I'm like, why would we try to leave? It's safe here.
Fucking hell.
Do we all see that? Do we see that?
No.
Okay.
God, buy me a drink first. Jesus.
Did we see him react though? Like something just licked him in the dark?
Touched.
Yeah, Gray's
Yes,
feeling a
yes,
little
but I'm doing,
molested
you know,
right now.
Yeah, that's what Pokemon, you know,
Definitely.
ghosts coming in and
Definitely tried to jump away a little bit.
Do I have
Just
it
a
right
bit.
that everybody
Just-
only sees their own people?
No, there's definitely random events.
Well, I mean the main people that are like relevant to each character. Are we the only ones that can see those?
Not necessarily. You have been in, like, eating with, like, fellow performers, and you'll all see, like, a heinous act of some sort.
Okay.
Or a horrific something not cool happens that you all see.
I just meant more like could I see Gray's parents talking, or could I see
Oh.
Carcella's dad? Like the
No.
people that are relevant to each character as far as like their family or loved ones or whatever.
No, yeah, you're not seeing that. You do see,
Okay.
like, your friends, though.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
As you all keep walking, Titus, you feel both of your hands get taken up by other hands. And before you have a chance to look out of the periphery, you can see that it's your mom and your dad both holding your hands, walking you down like you're a kid again, going somewhere with your parents.
I'd probably embrace it and match their pace, not even thinking. I'd lose myself to the thought.
It lasts for just half a second, and then they're gone.
It's gonna break him a bit, but he's just gonna be silent about it.
The person that molested me just now, was that someone I knew, or was it just
Maybe you didn't get
some-
you did get a good chance to see him.
Okay.
Roll a history check.
History. Oh goodness.
Yes, it's your mother.
18.
Dan, get out of my notes. That sounded like the maybe your Orin mother.
Okay, that's interesting.
Aren't you guys sad you didn't leave the ship?
No, I'm Sitting pretty right now.
Their sanity bar is all the way at the max.
Yeah.
They're fine.
We're the ones in Phasmophobia staying on the truck.
Yeah. Watching the
Yeah.
cameras.
Uh-huh.
Guys, ghost orbs.
Except there's no cameras. The ghost is taking out the cameras.
TP me! TP me!
That's Lethal Company.
I missed that game so much. Yeah.
Same concept.
Yeah. Well, kind of.
So, eventually, after all of you, at one point, you all swear you heard a breaking of bone sound and a quick scream. But as you all look, you see nothing.
Sounds like home.
Did you say that out loud?
He would whisper it out loud, yeah.
Uh-huh. Gray's not gonna judge. She's just gonna be like, "Well, damn."
But eventually you
I think Itri's
see-
just taken aback by all this bullshit.
Yeah, this is
is a-
new to you, Eitri. This is fucking
Yeah.
awful.
Also,
you could, go ahead.
Sorry. While Chase and I are on the ship, like the ship itself is it being like kind of is it tangled in tendrils? Did you say?
It is currently sitting on a black sea.
Okay, so there's nothing physically holding it down.
Yeah, and this I should say this black sea is practically still water, but it's like a breeze is moving it, but you don't feel a breeze.
Right. Okay.
It's still water.
Okay. No, that's fine. That's what I want to know. Because I was thinking, oh, if there are tendrils, then maybe me and Chase can like detangle the ship while we're here. But if not, then that's not gonna be an issue.
In the closed room. Okay, hold on. Wait a second. You guys see Lagoshi's wagon, and you see a light in there. Okay, back to the ship. You guys hear a knock on the closed door to the crew quarters where you guys have the unicorn.
Oh my god.
I
I can't have any peace.
Titus, don't evil laugh.
Yeah, he is evil laughing.
Right after the bone comment.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, what would Chase do?
No, I'm getting up like kind of quickly, like with urgency, hand on holster, and kind of trying to I guess get a feel for where or what that is.
You open the door, you said?
Yeah.
No. Oh yes. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So
I wanna make sure our ship isn't haunted with spooky ghosts.
Knock,
They're not meant to
knock.
get on
Come
the
on
truck.
in.
was thinking the same thing.
Yeah,
As you-
I'm refusing to say the words "come on in." There's no freaking way.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying anything.
As you open the door, you see no one. But at the foot of the door, you see a
Is it-
basket of freshly baked bread,
Oh no.
and you see another basket of all sorts of these gears and vials of oil and all these little devices that you're not, some you're familiar with, some you're not, Darius.
Damn, are these? They're trying to tempt us out. Chase with bread and me with tech.
This is bribery. What does the bread smell like though? Just tell me about it.
Oh, it smells like,
Mm,
Chase, it is the bread all over again.
yeah.
The most perfect divine bread you've ever nostrilled
Fucking
upon
hell.
before.
So the basket of bread is like in front of me, right?
Yeah, both baskets are side by side in the doorway.
Okay. I'm gonna kick them away.
Oh, that hurts my soul so much. I understand.
Sorry, Chase. We didn't have bread in baskets when we got here. We're not taking fucking spooky ass bread onto our ship, okay?
Okay, I understand. I just. Oh, I'm gonna like lean into the unicorn and cry.
I'm slamming the door shut. Nice try, specters of the night.
As you slam the door shut and you turn your back, you hear another.
I look back at the door, and I look back at Chase, and I'm like, I kind of exaggeratedly, like, kind of be like, be my guest.
What, you want me to answer it this time?
If you want.
Oh, dear God. All right, fine.
When you say that,
But
there's
I'm
another
like-
knocking, but it's more like a.
Why are there so many
Right.
knocks?
It's a lot softer and more gentle.
Oh, a gentle knock. Oh my.
Oh no, God, they got Chase with the gentle knocks. Fuck!
Not the gentle
Uh,
knocks. It sounds like a disease.
I'm just like,
I'm-
I'm just like standing in front of the door, just staring at the knob. Like I don't even know. I can't believe we have a door with a knob. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm losing track of my mind here.
I'm like
are
gonna
you
be
sure?
like just.
Are you sure that we should like?
I mean, I'm
just-
gonna listen. I'm gonna like put my ear up to the door. Do I hear anything?
Perception.
Okay.
Fuck. Okay. Yep.
You hear
Jesus.
nothing.
Can I was gonna do the same thing, but he already
Perceptive.
rolled. Never mind.
You can also roll, just the DC gets higher. You guys can get 3 rolls for the same thing, but the DC gets higher and higher every time.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that was what was that? Investigation? No.
Perception.
What's that? Perception. Sorry.
Perception. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
I mean, I
Uh,
could do investigation. No.
So
Then I'm-
investigation is more like you're looking for something, like you're using your hands. Like you're using
Fine.
like
Chase got a natural 20.
Yeah. Is that okay?
yeah. So, as you press your ear to the door, you can hear a
It's not a door you open.
No.
Does it?
I'm-
Okay. Does the
No,
door
no,
feel
you go,
cold?
Chase.
no, the door is not cold.
Madness.
Here, no.
Interesting. Interesting. What do you want to do, Chase?
Chase, you can smell the bread,
Okay.
the freshly baked bread. And not only do you smell it, you both start to see a cartoonish cloud of steam coming out from under the door into a hand and doing the
Wait, the
finger
hand's gonna
wag.
grope me? No.
Yeah.
No, the,
yeah,
the
no,
hand
finger
that
wag,
does the
okay.
finger wag.
Just winking.
She's just gonna start floating into the air, going along with the. No. Okay.
This is extremely. This is extremely rude to me.
I'm going to
Oh.
be keeping an eye on Chase like a fucking hawk.
It's fair. It's fair. This is very tough. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna pull out because we've been playing card games. We probably have a few scores on the card games thing. Whatever. So I'm gonna pull out this piece of paper that we've been playing cards on and write a message. Be like, the bread is a lie, and then I'm gonna tuck it under the door.
As you slide it under,
Oh God! Don't touch me.
and almost instantly it comes back with a thin slice of bread on top of it and gets pushed back under the door.
That's some real bread right there.
Oh.
You can touch it.
I'm gonna quickly grab this bread and throw it out the nearest porthole.
Okay. As you grab it, it is so soft and warm, fresh out of the oven.
Oh,
You can feel like the crust, like they put a sprinkling of cheese that kind of got baked
Hold-
on top of
I was
the
gonna,
bread.
I was gonna say, hold that description. I'm picking it up with my robotic hand. I can't feel the
Okay.
texture. So I am tossing that shit without any remorse.
You can
Alright.
imagine the texture.
And there goes sailing out the window.
Oh, good God.
I feel like those were just windy. That Chase's thoughts about the bread as she's getting ready to reach for
Yeah.
it. And then the hand just
So he's like,
snag,
"Oh."
jink. The
Watching
that's so
longingly.
soft. Yeah.
The paper that was still partially under the door slides back under the door and slides back into your room, and on top of it is
Another piece of
A-
bread.
it is a small like petri dish of a type of this glowing black liquid that's got a little bit of this iridescence to it.
I'm gonna look down at it and be like, is that piss? Like, what is that?
The thing I'm wondering is how big is the fucking gap between the floor and the fucking door? Jesus.
This is a ramshackle ship. It's got one of those angles in it, like your house
Yeah.
is your foundation's breaking, so you got like an inch and a half gap on one side, and like yeah.
Look, the ship is in a realm that is contorted, we'll say. So I imagine anything's possible. But yeah.
I'm going to analyze the substance. I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to give it a good old look under my goggles, zooming in a couple of the telescopic lenses.
Okay. You can see in this goop is a bunch of tiny little organisms that kind of look like this fluid together, and they're just kind of moving over each other.
Is that fucking symbiote?
And the iridescence is their eyes glowing.
Oh God!
I don't know how I don't know how into like random shit you are because of the mushrooms, but like we don't have to take it with us. It's not a pet.
Do anything with the mushrooms?
You don't you still have a jar of mushrooms?
I do, but I didn't do. You make it sound like I did the mushrooms. I didn't do the mushrooms, all right? Not yet.
That's not what
anyway.
I meant.
That's how it came across.
Oh, I'm sorry, Darius. I didn't mean it like that. I mean, we don't have to keep this. I'm sure there's a lot of this stuff, and it's in its natural environment. I'm just gonna nudge it into the door.
You just push it back under, like, yeah, we don't need this.
No food here. No.
This. Meanwhile, this music is playing throughout the entire thing.
Yep, you all hear the music playing.
I mean, this music seems particularly pointed towards the fact that it's trying to fuck with Chase and I with things that could tempt us.
As you look out the porthole, you now see the iridescence in the water glow.
Uh-oh.
Like the ship is sitting on these parasites. It is not water, it is this liquefied things just kind of writhing over each other.
Hey, Darius, is this an awful idea? What if I shine a light? Will they all like swarm to the light? Like, are they, what do you think?
I mean, part of me was thinking firebomb.
Firebomb?
We're playing real music now, apparently. Hold on.
I mean, I kind of fucked with it. I thought it was.
That's a great choice.
And music fits too, because it's
It was
very
for us
bad
to-
jumping off
Totally,
putting
yeah.
at this point in time.
But my
was gonna say,
VOD!
for
My
us-
VOD!
Yeah, I stopped it. I stopped it quick.
I'll say for me to just flip a light into the goo while that music's playing. You know what? For science, I'm gonna shoot the goo.
Holy
Okay.
shit.
No roll to hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh my god.
For science.
What if we have
For
like
science!
goo wars? I don't know if this is good.
Get on my notes.
Hang on, how do I do that? Actions. Hang on. bloody music. Inventory. Where's my gun? Hang on. What is my gun? Is it...
Go to your actions.
See, I don't have shoot as an action. Oh wait, no, I do. Haha, never mind. 4 damage, yeah.
Yep. Okay. So as you shoot the water, you hear a.
Yeah, I'm gonna
And-
feel really bad if there's a real person in there that we just shot.
Yep.
Stop
And
empathizing
again,
with the goo.
the sound, like, it starts and it feels like something grabs the sound out of the air and muffles it.
Do you think that Nero's actually just trying to hide how much shit's going on in this place?
I don't think he's trying to hide a whole lot. He literally invited us here.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you know, maybe, you know, similar to cleaning your house before somebody comes over. Maybe he's
He's stuffing. He's
Trying
he's stuffing,
to-
he's stuffing the bodies under the goo mattress.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
That's what they called my dorm room in college.
Oh no.
That shit was harder than plywood by the time you were done. Right.
Yeah, they went to pick it up and it just shattered like glass.
No.
Yeah, needed a new mattress. You lay on it and it's like the sound of ice cracking.
Jesus
What?
Christ.
God.
Okay. Just well, I mean, I'm satisfied by the moderate
You're
screams.
satisfied by the random scream?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Darius,
I know
maybe we
it-
should
I
go
know it
back
can
to
be
cards.
that.
We just-
Yeah, sure. Let's go back inside.
Yep. And as you guys sit down and get comfortable again, at the door, I don't know if my mic's gonna pick this up, but you hear
Somebody playing
picked
basketball
up.
outside?
Mm-hmm.
you feel that like somebody smacking the door and clawing it at the same time. And we're gonna go back to the other group.
Yay.
You are all looking at one light in Legoshi's wagon lit. Or, sorry, tent lit.
I'll go in.
Okay. As you go in, you see... Corselia, you're the first one in?
I would assume.
Okay.
I'd be right
You're coming
behind her.
with me?
I don't think anyone else is brave enough to go in.
I would be right
Oh
behind.
no, I'm definitely.
Yeah,
coming
I
with
was
you.
not leaving your side. That was my plan this whole time.
All right. I'm
If-
gonna
if I'm here, I'm
assume...
committing.
Okay. Well, we're all going at the same time. This is fine. You see a skin suit of Legoshi.
It's just starting.
Well, it looks just like Legoshi, like an outfit that you can crawl into. Norman Bates style of Legoshi. And it's in its full outfit. Top hat still, like it looks like it's sewn into the head. You all, the rest of you see this lion humanoid. No eyes. Hollowed out skin.
Is it real or is it just like a costume?
Huh.
I was
Can
gonna say
I
she's.
inspect it?
Are you going near it?
I just want to look at it from.
So perception.
Yeah.
I'll say if you get close, it should immediately stop you from getting close to it. Should stand in your way.
23.
It looks like it is actually made of skin, You're not sure if it is actually Legoshi, though. It's like somebody skinned an animal.
That looks very real.
She's not breaking eye contact from it at whatsoever.
Yeah.
Basically ignoring
yeah.
it. Does it smell like him?
As you look at it, you see like that droopiness of nothing holding that flesh. The eye holes are kind of squished together a little bit. The
My
mouth
God.
is kind of hanging open.
Boneless.
Does it smell like him? Go ahead and give me perception. I'll give you advantage.
Mm.
19.
It does smell like him.
Oh.
Gonna touch it. She's shaking, visibly shaking.
Yeah. As you run your hand down it, you feel the familiar material of his clothing and the pelt that he wore, you could say.
She'll just scream Nero.
Mhm.
Is there a spot?
And as you scream Nero, go ahead and give me with that perception check, I'll say you can see a letter hanging out or a note hanging out of the pocket of his attire.
I'm reading it. I'm snatching that. I'm reading it.
In it, or it reads, "Surprise."
Mhm.
Now, in the time that I've been here, have I actually seen him not in this form, or has he always been in this form?
Are you talking about Legoshi?
Yes.
Yeah, no, you've seen Legoshi walking around and putting on, he still leads the big top performances.
Right, right. Okay. That's what I thought. I just wanted to double check that I wasn't missing something crucial.
sh- uh, mm.
I like to think that the music is pausing on purpose in this world.
Yeah. Is it going again?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Is there anything of Nero's in this room?
Investigation.
Fucker. 9.
Not that you see. You do see tools that you're not familiar with. Well, that you are vaguely familiar with, but they're oddly shaped. You see a butcher's knife, a skinning knife, and they are all like this jagged, tree-like type imagery, basically. Like if you took a tree and broke it off and it just kind of made a perfect skinning knife, but it still has little branches coming off of it that are kind of that is like his signature black tendrils kind of like engraved and going through it. And you see on Legoshi's bed, you see the same kind of branches, but they're formed into handcuffs on the headboard and footboard.
She, without a word, is going to try and grab the pelt, basically, and drag it to the bed and crawl into the bed with it. Like, curl up, silent, shaking.
I don't think this is healthy. Just saying. I think we should get out of here.
Behind the tent, you all hear water start running, like somebody's filling up a bath of water.
That's not water.
Oh no. Where's Cortana?
I would
Was
assume
she on the ship?
Cortana was on the ship. That would be up to Corsilla where Cortana's at.
I would assume she would have followed me, but
Okay. Yeah. So I'll say Cortana, the group went into the tent and she was sitting outside the front of the tent last time you guys saw her.
Okay. Oh no.
Rip.
she's not moving, so she's stuck there right now. So.
I
What are we
think I'm gonna
doing?
go over and try to pick up the bird off the bed and try to separate her from the skin bag.
As you
Yeah.
as you approach, you see that with it laying on its side, it is now squished in the other way, where the eye holes are practically touching the front of the maul is kind of like folded into its own mouth.
Nice.
Disgusting.
Yeah, Corsilla, we should not be hugging the body bag, honey. um, I don't know that this is actually your brother, so I feel like you're grieving for no reason. He runs the circus, and there's shows all the time, so he's got to be around here somewhere. I think this is a sick joke. I don't know why someone would do this, but I think we need to not be in here anymore. Is she responding at all?
No.
Well, I guess, who's in here with us? Titus and Gray?
And
And
Eitri.
And Atri? Okay, can you guys help me lift her up and just kind of put her over my back? She could ride along, but get this fucking meat bag away from her. Can we?
I can do it.
Can he? Is Eitri tall enough to put Corsilla
Yeah, I'm like
on?
7 feet tall.
I have
Eitri
max
is.
strength, bro. I can pick her up and just
Yeah.
hoof her up there.
You're gonna throw her?
You're
Toss me.
strong.
Yeah.
That's a dwarf for you.
Corsilla, do you resist?
Yeah, I would say slightly. She's like trying to not let go of the.
Ray
suit.
will be trying to kind of release her grip.
Anybody got a stuffy?
Okay.
Can we swap it? Swap it out.
Corsilla, go ahead and give me athletics, and then Gray and Eitri, one of you can roll with advantage, or you can both roll.
Eitri
I'm
can
gonna
have
try to help
advantage.
like find Corsilla while Gray tries to separate that. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So
I
if
meant
that
to do
helps
advantage,
you know,
sorry.
I know you. Yeah.
And
Okay.
she's not crying, but she definitely has tears welling in her eyes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know. I'm
I
sorry.
meant to do with advantage, but it was a decent roll anyway, so
Yeah. And with Titus also binding Corsilla, I was gonna have her roll with disadvantage, but this is fine. Same result. Corsilla, you feel the hands of Eitri kind of like they firmly grab you, but in a very caring manner, and you see Gray helping Eitri kind of hold you in a comforting way as Titus kind of slowly pulls your hands off of the skin of your brother. And you are separated from the remains of Legoshi as
I'm
you are
gonna
placed on top of Briar.
open up my
Potential.
sack of holding to kind of get him in there so we can bury him later.
Yeah, he folds up pretty nicely.
Oh,
You don't have to
oh,
remind me.
up.
Thank
like
you.
laundry.
I'm just gonna pull out some rope and just kind of tie him.
She's throwing up.
Just tie him around your waist.
She's
Are you
throwing
throwing
up.
up on me?
No, she's definitely not trying to throw up on anyone, but it's involuntary at this point. She's gotta throw up.
it's shock at this point.
It's like when you
While
turn your head
I'm-
out the car window.
Yeah, while I'm doing this in the next minute, I'm going to cast Identify on his body while I'm folding him and tying him
Okay.
and putting him in a
Um,
bag.
Good idea.
It is non-magical,
Oh.
if that's what you were looking for.
I just, if anything had been cast upon it, if it was a recreation from a spell, anything of the sort.
Yeah, you're not seeing any magic. If this is a skin suit of Legoshi, it was all done by
By
hand with
Okay.
tools.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. And if there was anything in the skin suit still.
Is there like an
Okay.
incision mark where you'd have to start somewhere, right?
Probably.
I could look at that later, but I do have a minute where I have to touch it. I guess I could look at it while I'm folding it as they're carrying her out.
So without that, you would crawl in where the spine would be.
Yep.
So if you wanna try to get any more detail, you can roll. But
Nope, that was all I wanted, just to kind of where the. Yep, that was it. Okay.
What spell did you use for that?
Identify.
Okay, okay.
You can see if it's imbued with magic, learn any properties
right.
about it, the spell that was used, anything like that.
Yeah.
So, anyway, all right, then he is wrapped in the sack of holding.
Okay.
I'm just gonna walk out.
Okay.
Head low.
She'll weakly ask Briar, when is the next show?
Are we
Would I
staying?
know the time of the next show offhand, or would we have to go find out?
it's pretty random.
Random, okay. I'm not sure. But we can go find out.
Like posters?
I
I'm
don't
not
know if
there,
it would
so-
be posters or if there's an announcer or
I
Yeah,
have a
there's
usually-
a sign.
Usually one of the mouths in the sky opens up and the announcement for the next show.
I have a feeling the next one's very soon.
As you all leave the tent, you see a large lion man pouring water into a bowl and giving
Is it
it
the
to
same
Cortana.
lion?
Appears to be.
Oh.
Is it?
It does look like Legoshi. And for a second, Legoshi locks eyes with you, Corsilla. And you can see like you can just see the depression behind his eyes. He doesn't say anything, and he turns his back, and he is in practically rags. He looks like a beggar. And he turns around and he starts to walk away without a word.
Just getting off and following him.
Yeah. He's not walking very fast.
Can she touch him? Like, if she would reach out and like try and touch his back.
As you go to touch him, he is there. But you can feel like a... If a human could physically feel hollow, this is it.
Is it really him, Corsola?
She's ignoring Gray, and she'll ask him, Is it you, brother? Are you... That wasn't... Are you whole? And she'll, like, try and move his cloak to, like, look at his skin, basically.
As you do, he turns and looks at you, and you can see that it is his pelt. And he goes, I don't know. And you can see that there is wriggling and feel wriggling under his skin.
Is that another skin suit?
This is all my fault, isn't it?
Don't, no. No, this is my fault. Don't you dare blame yourself.
If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have had to make that deal.
If we didn't make this deal, then everybody'd be gone.
I should have just left. None of this would have happened if Dan was still here.
I think this was all part of the plan. And you see these kinds of this black liquid go out from under one of his eyes, across the bridge of his nose, and up into another eye.
Can anyone get this shit out of him?
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
I am this. And he opens his mouth, and you just see all these small black things just kind of swirling around themselves.
And that other suit. It's like an outfit, basically.
He just looks down at Corsilla and goes in to try to like give her a hug.
Yeah, she's hugging him.
Oh yeah. As you hug him, you can feel like the give of his flesh, like you're hugging a waterbed. And you can feel things moving under its skin.
He is real life Oogie Boogie.
Just gently pet his mane. I'll fix it. I'll take over the deal, and you guys can just go back to the tree. It'll be fine.
He is the tree now, Corsilla.
Well,
He is the tree.
then you guys can have a new place, but I'll take over the deal. This is my
No.
fault.
No, Corsilla, you don't understand, Corsilla. He is everything here. He's protecting the carnival by being the carnival. We are Nero now.
But you're still you though, right?
If you can call this me. And you see him kind of whip his head in one direction for a second, like he saw something. And he goes back to looking down at Corsilla.
Gray's gonna look at Briar when that happens. Does she look too?
Briar, you didn't see anything, no.
Okay.
Here now though, and I won't leave. I won't leave again. I can't.
I don't know if you've got a choice, Corsilla. I think he just wanted to show off his new toys. They're not all like me though. Most people are normal.
I'll fix it, Lego. I'll find a way to fix it. If I have to carve it out of this fucked universe myself, I'll fix it.
He tries to hug you tighter, but you just feel the flesh give. I'm so sorry. And we're gonna cut back to the ship. So you guys hear this knock scratch at the door.
You know what? Hang on. Before we get up, I'm going to yell towards the direction of the door. It's rigged to explode. Don't touch it. The door is rigged to explode upon touching the. Don't fucking touch the door. Just fuck off for a sec. We're playing cards. That should work. Yep. Intimidation.
Yeah.
I'm there, just kind of with my deck of cards in my hand. I put my hand over my face, and I'm just like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh yeah, Chase, give me that intimidation check.
Oh yes, I am so intimidate. Okay.
Ain't no way this shit works.
It's a 6.
You hear on the other side of the door, you hear boom, and another.
Oh my god. No! No boom! No boom!
Right. I get up from the table. I walk over to the door, like just kind of fed up at this point, because I imagine while all of this shit has been going on with Corsilla and Legoshi, this has just been happening. This is constant knocking while we're trying to play cards.
Yeah.
You know, I know you're dealing with some family drama right now, Corsilla, but you know this is annoying.
Actually, you
So-
don't know, so
Well, no, he knows that she's coming
Out
to
of
visit her
character.
family,
Out of
probably.
character. Out of
Probably.
character.
Okay.
There's been no mention of that.
No? I mean.
Oh no.
okay.
Again, this is out of character. I'm like, look,
Yes.
this knocking's fucking annoying, man. And so I just saunter over, kind of just ready to kind of gun in one hand. I open the door. What do I
no.
see?
You open the door, and there is a freshly baked pie sitting
For
at
fuck's
the
sake.
door frame.
Oh no,
cock-
they're changing
I
the food.
I look over to Chase. What's Chase? What's your reaction to this?
You're gonna look at Jace and one eyebrow is raised, the other one's twitching. It's just like, are they changing the food? Because like, I mean, I was kind of starting to get a bit of an aversion to bread now because of all the shit with the bread.
And before she finishes, I shoot the pie.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. You shoot the pie, and it just explodes. It was like this well-made cherry pie.
Oh, it's a great loss.
And in the back, you see a clown peeking around the corner.
Oh fuck!
You can run up and close the door.
And you see it frowning, and it had a bowl of ice cream in its hands.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tell the clown, I guess, without actually looking at it, cause like I don't know what right. This could be dangerous, man.
Yep.
This whole thing is dangerous.
Yep, the ship is
okay.
poorly lit. You just see that clown around the corner with a bowl of ice cream in its hands, just kind of peeking and staring at you from around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm like, enjoy your ice cream and your pie. Shut the door. Shut the door. Looks like
I'm just
put a bar
staring.
across
I'm just
the
staring.
shit.
I'm just staring this clown down. What's it doing?
Oh my god!
What's
Like
this
while the
clown-
door is closing.
It
No,
is.
while the door's open.
Yeah, it is making eye contact, staring at you, expressionless.
No.
You hear, but its mouth never moves.
I thought it was a little girl's laugh, to be honest.
Clown could be a little
That
girl.
is said out
I
loud.
don't know.
Mhm.
No.
Yeah,
No,
it doesn't look like the clown laughed, but you hear the laughing.
Hey, Georgie.
Hiya, Georgie. Hiya, Georgie.
Okay, honestly,
Should I shoot it?
oh my god. Darius, I'm leaving the door like a little bit open just for you to mess with the clown. Why are we doing it this way?
There is a ghostly clown on this ship. It is presented to us bread, trinkets of technological value, and you're not the least bit curious.
It takes one sidestep and is now standing in the middle of the hallway. Bowl of ice cream still in its hands.
What, like closer towards?
No, it didn't get closer, but it's not
No.
peeking around the corner anymore. It's just standing in the middle of the
You know what?
hallway. Comically large clown shoes sticking out in a V, holding a bowl of ice cream.
God.
Is it-
Okay, in all of the horror plays that I have been to in a SPE, okay, in all the horror plays, anybody who gets curious gets killed. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? You know, the dad always says, "Oh yeah, I'm just gonna go check under the bed." Bad. They always die. They always die. Oh god, is it still talking? No.
It is taking these like it pulls up one leg. It takes a large step forward, and when it puts its foot down, it goes. Huh. And it does another large step forward and just. Huh.
Y'all are turning into cotton candy.
Yeah, we're gonna fucking die because Darius is curious about a clown.
It is taking slow, large steps towards the door. Still holding the ice cream.
Nope, Darius, nope.
I'm going
it.
to drink.
Nope.
I'm going to drink a potion of mind reading.
Oh
I
my
want to
god.
know what it's thinking. I want to know its intention.
Oh no.
All right, you're coming with me.
Oh God.
Darius
Oh,
is
here
about
we
to
go
go crazy.
Here
Yeah.
we go again.
God damn it.
Hey, I think I've seen this before.
Yeah. You know? It's
This-
new to him though, so.
Oh, this is how
Oh.
I became all fucky wucky.
Yeah, remember the book? The book
Mhm.
reading for
Uh-huh.
Briar?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Yep.
Corcilla, at least we don't have a clown knocking at our door.
Right. Could be worse.
By the way,
I'd rather
sorry
have a
about
fucking clown.
I almost spit
sorry
out my
about shouting.
coffee.
That's so exciting though. That's so
It
fun.
could be
No,
worse.
you can shout. That's why I have a sound limiter on my setup.
Okay, fair.
It could be
Oh,
worse. Yeah,
dear.
found brother as a skin suit, but sure, could be
Right.
worse.
Could be worse.
Yeah, I'm just saying the clown is better than the skin suit. Don't tell me that.
So far, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. The skin suit might be
He's a
the
pretty
least
British
weird
twink.
thing.
Does anyone
that-
get the cotton candy reference? I know I'm old,
Yeah,
but
yes.
okay.
Space
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Clowns, yeah.
Somebody
Yeah,
gets
Killer
it.
Clowns from Outer Space. Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
My favorite
Are
movie.
you serious? There's a show called that. Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
Oh,
from
it's
the
so
80s.
good.
Yeah.
My mom had me
Oh,
sit
yeah.
down and watch it when I was like 14. It's so cheesy.
Yeah,
I'll
they made a
stream
video
it for
game
next
a
movie
couple
time.
months ago.
Well, that was insightful.
They did.
I'm closing the door.
Thank
As you
you.
start,
What the heck?
as you start
Oh.
to close the door, you hear.
Oh God.
Oh,
Oh,
God,
God.
it's getting faster.
God.
As
I-
you finish closing the door and you hear the shattering of the bowl and ice cream hit the door.
Oh my God.
It's giving that old lady from
You know
14.
what?
It's giving.
gonna look-
Kamikaze clown.
I'm gonna look back at Ashara and be like, "You are amazing."
Ashara has turned around and is like putting her head in the corner.
Yeah, no, I don't. Okay. Oh, poor pony.
You
I
just
didn't
hear.
say that out loud. I did not say that out loud.
You hear the. Huh, 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 huh,
Oh.
as it slowly starts to walk away.
I think the music has stopped, by the way, since you swapped channels.
Damn it. Okay, it should be going again.
Starting to get
No, it let
Minecraft.
you stop sharing because
Yeah, you closed your stream.
Oh,
You
oops.
switch channels and it closes it out.
Right.
Honestly, it got silent after we rejected the clown. That's what happened.
It was honestly that might have been a waste of a mind reading potion.
Yep.
Darius, what happened? What the clown say?
Growling and
Honking?
and honking. Yeah, no, genuinely. that was it. That was just, there was no language to be deciphered. There was no message. There was no warning. It was just growling and honks.
That sounds like my dreams.
Huh?
I hope not.
Don't,
My God.
don't worry about
Um,
it. Don't worry about it, Darius. I
uh-huh.
deal with this a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway, every time we sit down to play cards, something comes to the door. I don't know.
I
if
mean,
we-
you just heard the knocking, right? So like, come on.
Mm,
It never.
what knocking?
Did you not hear the knocking again?
Nope.
Randy's not being subtle. It's a good thing one of us has got our ears on.
I gotta put this coffee down.
Maybe I'm just in denial.
Okay, right. Well, this seems to be like every time we open the door, a new horror appears. So, Chase, you're up.
Are you
Come
kidding?
on.
We're gonna play hot door? What is? Last time. Well, whatever. Okay, let's open the door. But hang on, is the ice cream bowl on the floor and shattered? You know.
Yeah, I don't know. The door's not open.
Well, I'm
I wanna-
thinking about it. I'm thinking about it.
Maybe peek underneath the door itself.
What if it pokes me in the eye?
Don't stand that close to it then.
Okay, I'm gonna rip the door open.
Oh,
Don't
jeez.
This is
Don't
so
rip
bad.
it open.
As you rip the door open, you see nothing. But you look at the end of the hallway is a classically large cake that somebody would burst out of on a cart.
Like
Oh,
a
yeah.
stripper cake?
Yeah, like a stripper cake.
Chase doesn't like strippers.
Closes the door.
We need to get into that lore. What happened there?
Bad experience one time, yeah.
She's having flashbacks to that classic clown stripper moment back in Speed.
Oh my god.
Classic.
Sorry, did I miss a page?
I don't know, I missed it too, but I'm really upset about it.
Darius would know all
Okay.
about those clown strippers.
Okay,
I
but
mean,
is
in Speed,
the glass-
yeah.
the glass bowl on the floor?
No, it's gone.
All right.
It's like a new instance every single time.
Meanwhile, we're probably just going deeper into hell, and this is how you do it. You just open and close the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The cart slowly starts to move. You just hear
Can I investigate
wheels
the
creak.
cause of this, or what this entity might be? Because I'm assuming it's the same entity, fucking probably Nero, the cheeky cunt. Maybe see if it's actually him or some kind of manifestation.
yeah, you could do like an Arcana roll.
Yeah, like maybe he
Arcana.
attracts some pretty weird stuff, and it's not really him. all the
You
time.
have no idea of if this would be Nero or one of his entities or a different entity or the realm itself. It could be anything.
Can I do like a history check on ghost clowns? Is this a thing? in our
Sure.
world here?
If you could roll with disadvantage and get like a 35.
Oh, so I'm thinking you're telling me that.
Damn, those
these
were
are
both
good rolls.
really good rolls.
I'm
Yeah,
so sad. They're
I mean, you're aware of ghosts can come in many shapes and forms, which would include clowns, but you're not on your plane of existence anymore. So, and this is a lot for a ghost. Usually a ghost goes, ooh, and then, makes you really cold and stuff. This is not giving off ghostly vibes.
Okay.
Could I do a
So, I
history
mean-
check, or see if I've learnt about this in any of my very many books that I've.
With disadvantage.
Alright.
You know what's odd about this? Okay, Nero's been around for, as he said, like just forever, whatever. He said that, and he's in none of our books.
So, okay, so you are familiar with the idea of trickster entities, which Nero, you could potentially classify Nero as a trickster, malevolent type thing. So this is not under Nero to do this, maybe even himself.
Okay.
So it's a possibility. You can't say that this is Nero, but it's could be Nero adjacent at least.
Okay.
This is his idea of fun. Because if he wanted you to do something, he would just make you do it.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
So this
Got
cake
the
is
dice rolling.
so this cake is slowly creaking towards you. You just see there of the wheels spinning, coming closer and closer to the door as this huge cake is wheeling in.
Do you should we throw something at it instead?
Just reviewing my potions and saying, what can I use? But no, well, I mean, did we shut the door again, or is this after you've since ripped it open?
The door is still
Damn,
open at
shit,
this point.
We're just staring
Yeah.
at a cake that's rolling towards us. I'm starting to panic.
This feels like an infinite loop. I don't really know what to.
Nothing.
You don't have to interact with it, you know? Like, it's an option.
It's about halfway down the hallway.
I'm gonna shout next time, send real strippers, and I'm gonna close the door.
Okay. As you shut the door, the squeaking of the wheels stop.
Okay. There's no like rolling away, it's just stop.
Not that you hear.
Oh.
I'm gonna have a look under the door.
Okay.
Perception.
You are a brave man. My god.
It's not even. It's curiosity.
Good thing
Jesus,
you're not a
dude.
cat.
As you look under the door, it is dark in there. The light doesn't really reflect down to the floor very well, but you can hear and a warm breath on your face.
Oh, gross.
Oh god, I felt it. Yeah. Not a fan of that.
You want to open a door for this one?
No, I'm good.
What if they get worse?
No, let's just ignore it. I think we should ignore it. Chase, eyes away from the door. Look at me.
What if it's a pie?
It can't hurt us if we don't open the door.
I don't think that's true.
It's getting louder.
Just don't listen to it.
Maybe there's bread out there.
Don't.
Good bread.
You're not here. Shut up.
Oh my god, it's getting louder. Okay, maybe I have curiosity too about the mouth breathing thing behind me.
There's a
Jesus
real
Christ.
cool flying saucer.
What do you guys do?
Chase, what do we do, huh? I've already said like, look, let's ignore it. But what do you want to do, huh? What are you going to do?
Oh.
Jesus.
He's gonna
Turning
break his
tables
desk.
breaks.
He's gonna.
Yeah, like
Snap.
what about the door? Is the door creaking? Are we gonna die from the door?
Windows
I was gonna say,
barricading the door
I was gonna say,
become
is the door moving from the knocking, or is it just the sound of the knocking that we are?
It is just the sound of the knocking.
Okay, so
Okay,
it
so
might
it's
not
not
even
like popping
be.
off its hinges or anything?
It might not. It's probably not even anything. He's shaking the whole house.
Yeah.
I'm.
Oh, this time it's different.
I'm convinced it's nothing.
We've been
I
just
don't
like,
like the music.
what
I
if,
don't like the fact that music's getting faster. That's making me uncomfortable.
what music? Oh yeah, shit. There's music. Oh come on. Okay. No. Stop.
Chase is actually panicking.
Maybe this door is worse than Legoshi's state right now.
No, definitely not.
All about perspective.
Jesus Christ.
Hang
I
on.
love
I
it.
can rip off another page and write no soliciting. I can roll it.
You slide that under the door. The sheet comes back. You can hear like something presses the sheet up against the door and starts writing on it real quick. And then it slides back under the door and it's just a frowny face.
Perfection.
My God, Jason's crying.
I'm just. Darius is just. Watching that door, like. The fuck is going on? The fuck. All of the years at the Cunting Academy didn't train me for whatever the fuck this is.
Oh, why is this still going? Oh, this is. Okay. Okay, wait, hang on. What will make it stop? What?
You
what
hear-
Take
will
the
make it
bread.
stop? Not the bread.
You hear like something's knocking on the door handle now.
Oh.
And that's where we're gonna go back to the other group.
Oh boy.
Sweet.
So Corsilla and Legoshi are still embracing. And you all hear.
Oh, God, I hate it.
Did that come from Legoshi?
You all look and you see this huge, another Chelsea's grin in the sky with its mouth open.
Oh.
It's not moving like it's speaking, but the sound is coming from it. And it's coming, and the mouth is over top of the big top.
Well,
And I think
I
that
think
would be
that's
a
our
good
cue.
spot to end tonight's session.
Wait,
God.
no.
wait.
Good.
No.